Hello and welcome everybody to Marvel Spank. Right, so this one is a bit of a repeat of a former video, but it seems like there's still the same ignorances out there. In actual fact, super increased exponentially. Now, I don't want to come along and just poo-poo everybody's excitement and be the forebearer of despair, much to your disgust. But there's a logic process behind this, and if it doesn't turn out to be right, then it doesn't really matter because it's thoroughly well researched. I'm going on the best amount of information that is available. But don't expect Fantastic Four film or an X-Men film in the MCU for probably about 4 or 5 years. Marvel Studios don't have any rights to the X-Men or Fantastic Four yet. That is because the deal was not a merger. It wasn't a merger. It's not going to be like Time Warner or Warner Bros. AT&T or whatever the fuck those were. It's not going to be Buena Vista, which is the company, Walt Disney Company, Buena Vista, that own Pixar, that own Lucas Arts, that own Marvel Studios, and now own Fox. Fox is still going to be Fox. Fox will always be Fox, more than likely, until the world stops spinning. Right, so what they want to do is just get those IPs back, and they want to put them all in one place, because it just makes sense. There's no point Buena Vista, the parent company of all these subsidiaries, having things that are exclusive to each other in other people's studios. Right, so that's the first thing. Acquisition, not a merger. Okay. Second thing, Fox still owns those IPs. Until they're officially transferred, now the corporate restructure, we've seen people getting laid off, that can take up to another year. Let's liberally say it takes to the rest of 2019, right, to restructure it, to take rid of the duplicate positions, to work out what they're doing with the IPs, to resort them. Obviously the Marvel ones are a little bit more like, it's more obvious, so they can get that underway. Right, they can get that underway, they can start that process straight away, it's dead straightforward. But there's still legalities, there's still contracts and all that kind of thing. But yet there's somebody in the back, and there's a man on Twitter, and he's already typing, "Oh, you're a silly old fucker, ain't ya? What about the clause when they sold the IPs, then they sold the characters? What about that? Then if Fox ever got took over, then they instantly revert back to Marvel?" Yes, you're right, they do, apparently, so I've been told. Problem with this is they were sold, right, when Marvel was almost going bankrupt. Now, does Marvel Studios sound like something that's about to go bankrupt at any point? Even when they were doing Blade and Man-Thing, were they fuck? Probably not Blade, forget it. When they did Man-Thing, first proper Marvel Studios one, straight to video. Right. Does that sound like something that's going bankrupt? No, it ain't. Because it ain't. Because it didn't exist. If Marvel Studios existed, yeah, they wouldn't need to sell the IPs. So, none of them can be in a contract that goes back to Marvel Studios, yeah? Because it didn't fucking exist, yeah? What? So what I'm saying is that Marvel, which away from all the film stuff, the Marvel, which is like the comics, the Marvel company, is the thing that struck the deal with Fox, right? So they struck the deal with Fox, and they said if you're ever sold, we get the IPs back. Still no better off, because Marvel isn't Marvel Studios. They sold off the IPs, so Marvel, as we know it is Marvel, as we didn't know it, didn't go bust. And then with the few last little scraggly little ends that they had to start Marvel Studios, they went to a bank for a loan, and they listed about 20 tertiary characters, like, what's his name, fucking Master of Kung Fu and all that. So if Marvel Studios didn't work and they couldn't produce the films and didn't make any money, then the bank kept the IPs for those characters. That was the only way they could fund Marvel Studios. So even if they revert back, it doesn't go to Marvel Studios, it's worse, it's an extra step, because it has to go from Fox to Marvel, which Disney then owns. Not Disney, the Walt Disney Company, Buena Vista, has to then extract it from Marvel to then put it in Marvel Studios. Even Marvel Television is completely different. That's why the Netflix stuff isn't connected to the MCU. Got fuck all to do with time and the effort that it would take to integrate even more showrunners and more characters into the films. It's exclusively because they don't have any rights to them. Daredevil showing up in Infinity War was as likely as fucking Luke Skywalker. And not just because of red tape, because Kevin Feige, head of Marvel Studios, and Mike Perlmutter, head of Marvel Television, hate the fuck out of each other. They can't fucking stand it. They refuse to breathe the same air. Right, so that's the first thing. That's that one out of the fucking way. So right, there's corporate restructuring and that's going to have to fucking take time. Right, that's the first thing. The second thing, look, they've got this bin of fucking scripts and treatments and development ideas. And Master of Kung Fu was in. They've got a runaway script in there. But obviously that didn't get used because it went to TV. There was a War Machine film that was going to take the spot of Iron Man 3. They even had a whole script written for it. Got binned off. There's a Moon Knight treatment in there. If they've got one of those for the Fantastic Four and X-Men, in the case of break glass, in case of emergency, you could probably get a Fantastic Four film out in the next 3 years. Because it's just introducing the group of characters, right? Canonically, the X-Men are a bigger problem. Because unless you could add films in and do individual characters, to then there being like the end of phase 1 X-Men film, but that's not really how X-Men work, is it? You've got to build a whole concept of mutants that we have to filter through all the other films that the scripts have already been written through for. Black Widow was an easy one to do because we've already got an existing sort of cast. They appointed a director, pre-production, principal photography and post-production takes about 3 years. That's getting a cast, appointing a director, getting a story, a rewrite of a story, probably 3 treatments, and then 3 drafts of a script. And that's not even including reshoots. So it's like 3 years plus reshoots, and then the time to market it, and then for it to go into production. Ain't got no chance of an X-Men film. Ain't no chance of that in the next 3 years. Ain't gonna happen. They need a director now. Plus, they've already got their plans for the next 5 years. They'd have to seriously fucking interrupt that. It ain't happening. It ain't happening, boy. It ain't happening. You need to leave that girl alone. She ain't gonna be nothing to a few hours away, y'all. Yeah. I tell you, don't get angry with me when I put this shit on Twitter. I do my research, yeah? Oh, God, probably got a bit too damaged in this one. It's not what I talk about really, so let's just leave that. Anyway, there's a quick recap. There's a whole other fucking massive video on it. I just want to do a quick recap because it's an easy one. I'm struggling to put up the content in a minute because I'm so busy making money. So not only am I sexy, I'm rich. So ladies, if you're thinking, yeah, that's a sexy man, but you can't be rich, then I'm just going to tell you this now. Sexy ladies, if you're not a sexy lady, don't worry about this. Sexy lady that likes comics, that's what I want. Sexy lady, yeah. Who don't like a sexy lady? Well, a sexy gay man. But I think even a sexy gay man would like a sexy lady. Like, we can appreciate it. Like, everybody knows that like David Beckham's a good looking man, don't they? You can appreciate it. You can like him, not for his sexiness, but for his abilities as a footballer and because he's a standout human being. But you're missing the point. What I'm saying is, ladies, I've been working a lot. It generates money. Obviously a sexy man, you can see that. You can see it. And guys, come on. No, I'm joking, I'm moderate. Moderate to fair, middling. But anyway, that's it. If you like the video, if you like my ramblings, let's get this fucker out of the way now. On to the next one. Quick change of clothes and I'll try and record the 3rd one of the night. Alright, thanks a lot guys. Oh, subscribe. That's the important thing. Subscribe.